Hello again, everybody. This is Jen from Scrapping Posh. I have a couple page designs that I've done that you haven't seen yet, and we will get to those. But let's do a half pocket page. I'm excited about this because when we do these pages that are different, it adds interest to the album. So we're going to actually not use our base page that we cut, and we're going to do a different one. And what we're going to do is we're going to divide it up into two, and we're going to make like maybe a 3/4 page. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure a hinge. And if you prefer to not cut your hinge and make a full page, you can totally do this and just make 2 pockets on it. But it's 9.5, so I'm going to do 4 3/4, or I use my Tim Holtz scissors for this. 4 3/4. I'm going to cut straight down at 4 3/4 first. And then I'm going to cut 2 angles in it, here, all the way down to the base. Give me a little 45°. So that's what I cut off. Let's see if I can show you. You can see how it's now 2 separate hinges. Okay, so I have 2 that are 4 3/4. If I measured right on both sides. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and cut a base 4 3/4 by how far do we want it to come out? Like 5? Maybe 5.5? 5 1/4. Let's go 5 1/4. And I need 2 of those. 5 1/4 by 4 3/4. That one will go there. And that one there. And then we're going to make pockets out of these 2. So what I cut off is just a tad bit too short. We're going to go 5 3/4, so we have a 1/2 inch on both sides, by, let's give her an inch. 4 1/4. 5 3/4. Okay, so that's how that configuration is going to lay. Let's do some taping and some punching and some folding. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put these off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and punch these because I'll forget. Then I'm going to put these scissors away. This is how my desk gets messy. Don't know where my little cover went for my scissors. Well, I shall find it. And when I do, I will put it on 1/2 inch at both sides. If I get into quarters, sometimes I just flip the paper over because I'm too lazy to count. But it's a 1/2 inch on both sides. There we go. It's going to be a super simple page. I'm really excited about the shaker page. It may not be the easiest thing to do. It would help if I had like a giant die or if I did it on my machine, but I want to show you guys how to do it, so I don't want to cheat. One page. Two pages. I was watching Graphic 45. I think it's a subscription box that they have. And I was watching the lady make tags for her little ATC album. And it was really neat. I enjoyed watching it. Let's go ahead and make a little pocket on the pocket. What do you think? Pocket on the pocket? Or a belly band on the pocket? I like the pocket on a pocket. And it looks like these are just, this is like, it's either a scrap or something I measured wrong. I found my scissor thing. So this is 3 3/4. So that means I need to cut it at 1 7/8. I don't know why my dogs are so tired today, but they have not stirred for like an hour. I am super excited about that. This is a 7/8, so, or no, this is 5 1/4. Okay, so 5 1/4 by 1 7/8 here. 4 3/4, 1/2 inch on both sides, 4 3/4, and 1/2 inch. Yeah, like they were outside, not very long really, frolicking and such. And yeah, they just came in and crashed. I was like, oh, I'm going to do a video. And then my other prospect, I have some stuff around the house that I have to do. Big ticket items like windows, gutters. We got a tin roof. We got a new roof last year, and the people who did the roof failed to tell us that you need different gutters when you get a metal roof. Like, they have to be bigger. Instead of like a 4-inch standard gutter, you have to have like a 6-inch gutter. So now I have to get new gutters and windows, which originally I was just going to do the windows upstairs, but I think I'll go ahead and do new windows downstairs. The basement. I live in a ranch with a somewhat finished basement. It needs help. But I was thinking about moving my scrapbook room down to the basement because it'll be much quieter. the dogs can't get down there. My daughter will be going to college next year, so it's not like I have to be up here and in the things. I have 2 dogs. You do these pages the same as you do these pages. I have 2 dogs that won't go downstairs, but one of them, she doesn't care where I am. And make sure that you put them so the pocket's on the bottom. And the other one is kind of elderly, so I don't know how long Mr. King or Vingers will be hanging out with us here. He usually doesn't come back here either. So, and then the puppy, she can get downstairs if she wants. Hopefully she'll calm down. And right now I don't plan on getting more dogs because I'll be to that point in life where I want to be able to do things and just go places and enjoy myself. And I won't have to worry about, you know, letting the dog out, finding somewhere for the dog to stay, etc. That's the plan anyways. So we'll see. Okay, I have a little bit of interference here, but I'm not worried about it. Okay, there's our 2 half pages. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make some tags for that out of this purple lilac color. I'm just going to do these tags. We'll do them 4 inches by, we'll try 4.5. They don't look very big here. Oh, I spoke too soon about the dogs, because they are here. Hi, Bobby. What are you doing? Okay, and on that note, I think we will call this a page. That one's going to, there we go. There we go. So again, I can mat this later, and we're going to make this page that I lost footage on. So I'll show you how it works. This is a photo mat. There's a band that the photo mat slips down into, and then it sits in this pocket. It slips down into the pocket, and this is a giant belly band that things will go into at the top, and this will hold it. So I was thinking like a big folder can fit down through there, so I'm excited about that. So we're going to recreate this page that I'm going to make, which this will be 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 pages left, so we're halfway through, and I have to recreate this page for you, and then I want a shaker page for the first page, which will be super fun. So let's get started. I'm going to take my base pages that I already have cut. I cut it in the first video. No, I cut all the base pages in the second video, but if you need to know what they are, they are 10.5, scored a 1/2 inch on both sides by 7, and 9.5 by 7.5. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is punch the corners so I don't forget. Make sure I'm using the same punch as before. glue or score tape the sides. And leave the bottom open because that's where the hinge is going to go. So originally I was going to do all the pages differently, but since, yeah, I lost footage on this one, we're doing it separate. And then I have a big wide band on this one. So I have it at 3 3/4, and the length has to be 8 to accommodate the hinges we have to cut. Okay, so score it 1/2 inch and 8. Okay, here we go. Oh, hang on. 7. I must have cut it. Must have cut it a little short. I certainly cut it at 8 1/2. It's supposed to be 8. I said the right thing. I cut it too long, which is better than too short. Okay. Don't need that piece. Okay, now it should fit, and it's going to go right in the middle. We just eyeball it. I used to, the first time this glue was clogged up forever. I don't even have a pen sitting here. Let me go grab one. I used to mat the pages under my belly band first, and I was watching Scrap Queen, one of my favorite mini album makers, and she did it. She put her belly band on and then pieced paper together from the bottom and the top, which saves you some paper, depending on how big your belly band is. It wouldn't save you much if it was like 1 inch, but the other thing it does is that it makes it just like we do the pockets so that things can slide into them. Well, duh, right? It's the same thing. Oh, why I never thought of it. The things that we learned. Okay. So, let's do the little pocket that folds at the bottom. And we're going to cut 3 1/2 by 3 3/4. And this is going to be the bottom part. Deco punch that. And we'll score that at 1/2 inch. Let's cut the other part first. And it is going to be 2.5 by 4 3/4. I don't know that I have a scrap big enough. I don't have anything that is that wide and that. Oh, maybe. What's this one? Oh, I do. Okay, so that's 2.5 by, I have 2 of them here. It's a different color white, but it's okay. Okay, 2.5 by 4 1/4. There we go. It was supposed to be 4 3/4. 2.5 by 4 3/4. Yeah. Okay. Now, so you guys have to tell me what your favorite part of making a mini album is. Mine's decorating it. My least favorite part is the cover and the hinge, but very necessary. Okay, so before I glue this pocket together, I want to mat this because I'm going to punch it. I have paper that's sliding under. There we go. We can use this one. No, we can't. It's not big enough. Well, okay. So I have to mat this too. So we'll just get another sheet here. Oh, did my paper go? There it is. Okay. So, ooh, I love this paper. I love this paper. So, we'll start by matting this, and it's 3 3/4 by almost 7. So let's go 3 5/8 by like 6 7/8. Yes, I love that pattern. Okay. Don't get me wrong, I love the pattern on the back too. And here. Okay. Now this piece is 3 3/4, so I'm going to cut a little under 3 3/4. I'm going to do that cut first because I think it will make this size is more useful than a strip because I got lots of strips. And 2 3 or 2 1/4, right? Yes, 2.5. Okay, 2.5 by, so a little under 2.5, so 2 3/8, right? And do I want the same pattern? Oh, let's use this side. Yeah, let's use this side. It's just a perfect image there. It's not centered, but I like the image. I'd hate to not use that one. Okay. And then I punch. We're going to punch, just line up in the center. Whoop. About both sides. And then this punch is nice because it has little points. It's still not even. I need to go this way a little bit. That looks better. Okay, here. Now we can glue it on. Okay, and this one's 3 sides. Glue 3 sides on this. Or because if we don't, it's going to fall out the bottom. Okay. And, oops, got glue on me. It doesn't really matter which way you do this, whether you glue it on to the okay, you guys, this is too, what did I do? It's just too big. Okay, so this is measuring just a little too big, so this was right, but this one's already matted, so I'm going to redo this one. Sigh, okay. Let's see. I think so this one's actually measuring, yeah, this one's measuring, okay, so this is, now this is going to be 3 3/4 now, because I don't know what I did, but I just measured something wrong. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I'll try and cut that out for you guys so you don't have to struggle through that. Wouldn't want it to be painful to watch. Okay. Super simple. It's much easier than redoing the pocket. Okay, here we go. Make our little pocket here. And then we glue the pocket in the middle. I'm going to cut just a little bit off of that. I cut I cut a 1/4 inch off of it because I don't want it to go over the mat there. That'll be better. Okay, and then we glue this on. And try and get it in the middle so it doesn't look funny. Oops, paper bent. And then we'll make a photo mat that will fit right in here. And we'll do 3 1/2. We'll try 3 1/2. We'll see if that works. if we have to cut it down a little bit, we can. Yes, 3.5 works fine. And then we're going to put a band here so that it holds this flap down and it holds everything that we put in. So the band doesn't have to be, mine, it was obviously a scrap on this last one, so it's like 2 3/4. So let's just use this since it's sitting there. It is about 2.5. And then let's go ahead and make it the same as the pocket, which is 3 3/4. So we're going to cut it to 4 3/4. And score it at a 1/2 inch on both sides. Remember, when you're putting this together, if you're not adding pattern paper to mat a lot of things as you go, your book is going to almost double in size by the time you get everything matted. So don't be too crazy adding different flaps and pockets and such. Okay, so in order to make sure this is correct, I'm going to just slide that right over that tag and line it up with the bottom of your first belly band here. Okay, so there's the page. That's the page that I missed filming for the most part. That's that one. And they are a few pages away from each other, so all good there. And we're going to put it in. Again, line it up. Straddle the hinge. And if your hinge is straight, all you have to do is make sure it's a consistent distance from the other. Okay, so here's how much room I still have in my book. So it looks like we are on track for being okay. We won't have to worry about overfilling, and we may even be able to add some extra pockets, tags, flips, flags, whatever on the backs of the pages, which is fun. 4 pages to go. One of them is going to be a repeat of this page, but I think that'll be the second page. So 1, 2, 3, then the repeat of this page so I can film it for you again, and then the shaker page, which I'm really excited about. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching. Head on over to Artistic Studio Creations, ASC Supplies on Etsy, or asccraftsupply.com, and we'll see you next time. All the links will be below, and comment, like, and subscribe if you'd like to continue to follow along with me. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.